You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? It is 3 in the morning right now, but anyways, welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. I think this is going to probably be a theme, because around this time, it's usually when I'm done, getting some content, creating stuff out the way, like whether I'm working on some videos or just overall doing something, right? So tonight, it was my second time purchasing this game and trying to figure out the settings and crap, because I felt like the first time I was short patient with it. Tonight, working on that and stuff, it just really shows the lack that companies put into a video game. Like, they do not, no, I'm gonna really be going off on companies right now, because you guys will do this copy and paste, because I feel like I'm playing a game that was released, and it shows. It shows, and that's what it leaves me kind of worried. Like, you guys are coming out with another F1 video game in a few months from now. Is it going to be like F1 2021? It honestly, it doesn't even feel like a 2021 game. It feels like a 2001 video game. I'm saying, I played that game with a controller, right? And I remember I played that on a controller. I was having a steering problem on there where the car just wouldn't steer enough. It's the same thing with the steering wheel. The same thing. So here's the crazy thing about it. Now, I kind of just wanted to get on people that do tutorials on YouTube where they make it seem like that, oh yeah, I came out with a fix, I came out with something. And it's like, you came out with absolutely nothing besides wasting 3 to 5 minutes of my life. The video did not work. And I really want to go off on people, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not that person. I'm not going to, dislike the video, leave a hate comment and all that other crap. I'm just not going to ever watch a video from that person again, because I'm like, fam, you do not know what you are talking about. You don't. Trust me on that, all right? But anyways, and then it's like, on top of that, why is it that when I get something, I always have an issue with it? And it's always happens to be some issue that hasn't been discovered and stuff. And I'm like, bro, it's honestly, it is such a headache bringer to my body when all I'm trying to do is play a video game and have fun. That's it. That's all that I want to do. But you got companies that can't even make a video game. You got people on YouTube that think that they're coming out with a fix to help you with the video game, and they're not. And then you got people like me that want to be up 3 in the morning playing the game thinking, oh, I'm going to have a better experience this time around. I am so glad that I had bought it off of Steam so I could get my money back, because that game, man, honestly, what my question is, what is the issue? Because I now know who, I know who's behind this, video game F1 2021, EA Games. Why is it that when you guys, for some reason, decide, because I'm like, the whole idea of buying Codemasters, you guys should have just left that alone. If I'm gonna go off on a lot of things tonight, because I'm like, no, it's so frustrating when Assetto Corsa, okay, that game that stressed me out and had me going off one night, okay, why is it that the controls is better in there? And this is supposed to be the realistic game. This is supposed to be the, the non-arcade game. This is supposed to be the game where it's like, fam, it's designed to stress you out. It's designed to upset you. Yet, I had more fun playing that game than I did F1 2021. Not even playing F1 2021. I spent my time trying to figure out the settings of F1 2021. So my thing is this. For you guys, for one, to charge $60-something for a video game, and it's like, it's not even going to work for everybody. I'm like, nah, man. It's stuff like that where it's like, it shouldn't matter what steering wheel I have. You guys, and then that's another thing that I noticed is that they don't have, like, forget all of the other extra stuff that they have. All you guys need to add is a steering wheel sensitivity. That was my issue. That was the one issue that I was having. And you think by going to these videos and you watching these setup videos and all this crap, and it's like, it's not that the controller doesn't work. It's that the sensitivity is way too low. If you guys like watch how those like F1 drivers, like, you know, their steering wheels and stuff. Yes, they're steering like, you know, they're, you know, turning the wheel. Maybe I just need to watch it again, but I'm like, are they turning the wheel as if it's like a truck or something? Like it's not a small, well, I don't know, I haven't really seen an F1 car like in person and things, but it's not big like no truck. So why am I turning the steering wheel like a truck and then I'm having to hurry up and turn it back? It's like, what kind of hands do you think I have where you think my hands is moving that fast and I'm trying to control a car that's doing over 100 miles per hour? Truck, yes, I can understand. A car to that, that's why, like, and you know, I played, see, here's the thing, because I felt like it all makes sense, you know, why I'm sitting down, I'm doing this. I played the video game SnowRunner. So for those that don't know what SnowRunner is this game, it's like, it's all about, you know, just taking these like, you know, down south, like big world, like Ford F-150 type trucks, big rig trucks, you know, like it's a trucker game. Like if you overall want to, maybe not big rigs. I think they might have some big rigs in there, but anyways, it's overall like some, you know, I can't even, I'm trying to say something, but without saying something offensive, but anyways, it's a trucker game. Not like the, you know, not big rig trucks. I messed up on that. But it's like the smaller trucks and stuff. And you're just kind of going around in this countryside, going through some snow. But anyways, when I was turning the steering wheel, like, it made sense when I had to turn the steering wheel, like, you know, back and forth all the way up to its, like, highest degree and stuff. But with an F1 car, the steering wheel sensitivity should be a little bit higher than what it was. And I honestly, so here's the thing, cause that's what I was going to do. I was going to play it F1 2021 off of my Xbox. For some reason, it didn't even recognize my controller on there. So I was like, hey, you know what? Forget it. I'm not like, it's most likely not meant for me to, maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to, you know, plug up my Xbox and see how it works on there. If it does play, my thing is this, one of two things is going to happen. It's either going to play different, and then that's what my, you know, question is going to be. Why is it different on the PC, but it's, you know, perfectly fine? If, and that's a strong if, but why is it perfectly fine on Xbox? But when I did try to play it on the Xbox, for some reason, I couldn't use my steering wheel. So I say, you know what? Forget it. I'll just try my luck with PC. Try my luck. There wasn't no luck with it. But and then if it doesn't work, then it's like, what's wrong with your guys' game? And why do you keep wanting to put out more? Because I'm like, you guys, that's my issue with a lot of companies today, is that they'll have an issue with a game. They don't address those issues. They don't do anything about those issues. They might fix some patches that, you know, keeps the game going and stuff. But other than that, like any of the other extra stuff, not hearing it, not doing anything about it. Why do you guys keep releasing video games? Like, forget about making money. Forget about, you know, whatever it is. Why do you guys keep releasing video games? Because to me, that just doesn't even make any sense. Like, I feel like you're trying to scam people. But luckily on Steam, you're able to get your money back. And that's one of the main reasons why I would love to convince each and every person out there that's listening to this episode, get you a gaming PC. Get you a gaming PC, so if there is a game that you want to play, buy it on Steam. If it's not good, you can get your money back, bro. You can get all full, like, however much money you spent on the game. So that's one of the main reasons. That is one of the main reasons why I love Steam, gaming PCs, you know, all that stuff, is because you could get your money back on there. Versus if I were to buy that game on disc, I'm only getting a certain percentage of my money back. If I were to get that game digitally on my Xbox or PlayStation, I'm not getting my money back. So, like, you're setting people up for failure. And that's the one thing, because I remember playing F1 2021 on my Xbox. And I remember I got to this mission where for some reason the car felt like it didn't need to turn all the way. And it's like, fam, how much does this car need to turn to just hit a turn? I'm like, it's stuff like that where, you know, this is why I'm doing this episode. Is because of a video game where it's like, it doesn't matter if I use a controller, it doesn't matter if I use a steering wheel. Like, the fact that I would honestly rather play Assetto Corsa, and that game is mad difficult. Like, comparing both of those games, bro, I would rather try my luck with the broken F1 2021 than to try to, like, sit down and take the time practicing on each laps, and, you know, on Assetto Corsa and all that stuff, practicing on each laps, trying to master the lap down and stuff. You know, that's what I have to do in that game. And versus like F1 2021, it's like, bro, what is wrong with your guys' game? Like, honestly, a person should not be up 3 in the morning ranting about that, man. Like, I'm saying, like, my thing is that I understand video games are going to be difficult, but for a video game to not work properly, and the crazy thing about it, so when I plug up my steering wheel into when I plug it up to my computer in F1 2021, it recognizes what controller I have. It has the name and all that stuff. So you think that everything would be calibrated, everything would be set up perfectly, designed for that wheel, right? Designed for that wheel, so I could get that simulation of what an F1 car feels like. And I feel like I'm not even driving an F1 car. It's like, bro, the steering wheel, the controls is all over the place. Like, the fact that these quote-unquote tutorial videos exist, and I don't know why they exist, but anyways, the fact that these tutorial videos exist, that just shows you guys are not putting out a good game. If people are having to put out a tutorial on how to fix, because my thing is this, I played BeamNG, and I wish I would have played BeamNG first, so I'm like, okay, like, you know, I'm having fun with this game, now let me get into all these other games and stuff, and I'm like, because I felt like I played all these other games first. I played Assetto Corsa, played, Automobilista, or whatever that game is called, I played that, game, and then I played all these other different, games. I had no fun in them. I go to BeamNG and I'm like, I'm having fun in that, but I can't even enjoy it. Like, I'm saying, like, I'm sitting here playing this game and I'm like, I can't even enjoy it. And when I remotely feel angry at something that in BeamNG and stuff, and I'm like, bro, it's like, why are video games so traumatizing? Why is a video game so bad and so horrible? It's like, bro, I can't even enjoy other video games now. Like, I'm saying, like, that is sad, man. That is honestly sad. And I'm like, I don't even want to get into, you know, trying, because I know people will probably ask, like, you know, oh, what, did you try Project Cars 2? I tried it. I don't even want to think about that game, bro. Because I'm saying that's another video game where it's like, bro, wreck it. Now, it doesn't even have, like, my controller on there. I guess because the game is like old, they came out with a Project Cars 3, but when I look at the reviews for Project Cars 3, people are saying go buy Project Cars 2, saying that Project Cars 3 isn't all that good, or it's not good at all. So I'm like, I'm not even going to touch that game. I don't want to waste my money on that game, but I'm really, like, just, like, lost with, it ain't even that I'm lost with options, it's, or, like, I just don't even know what to do. It's like, I just don't trust any of the games now. I really don't. Like, I don't trust BeamNG, NG, that's like, because that game has an overwhelmingly positive review. And I'm like, bro, the game is fun, but it was just bad timing of me playing it. Like, honestly, I wish I would have played that game first and then would have played all the other games afterwards. But I'm like, bro, like, man, video games should not be this bad. I don't care like who the developers are. I don't care how much time you put into a game. A video game should not be that bad. The fact that, and I've said this before, that older video games are better than newer video games, like, that's sad. Like, that's honestly sad. And I'm saying, like, talking to Codemasters, like, Codemasters, the only thing that they got going on, and barely it's working for them, is Grid Legends. That's it. I played that game. That game is somewhat fun. I played it with a steering wheel. It's somewhat fun. But the issue is, with Grid Legends, they need to come out with an update to fix that game. They're talking about there's missions that I clearly, on stream, I have proof that I have beat and played the story mode, the side missions, or not the side missions, but they got like the story mode and the career mode. I beat the missions in both, and they're saying that I didn't, but it's proof. If you've been there in my streams, it shows that I beat the story missions, that I beat the career, and I'm like, bro, nah, man, like, no, I refuse to believe that companies are this lazy and you guys can't work on a game that you put out. My thing is this. It's sad when a company, like behind, like that's BeamNG, the company that's behind that video game, where it's like the video game, because I remember when that game came out. That game came out when I was like when did that game come out? Because I think I was in high school when that game was released. So let me BeamNG.drive. That game it released on August 3rd of 2013. That's when like it had hit the early access and stuff. And I remember when I got my laptop, that year. And I remember like going through like all the different games, and I was seeing games like Wreckfest. And then I seen BeamNG, and the crazy thing is that I played BeamNG at one point in time. I played it years ago, but I think everybody knows the computer that I had at the time, it wasn't equipped for games like BeamNG. That game wasn't equipped. It wasn't equipped for a lot of games. I was surprised I was able to play Grand Theft Auto off of that thing. But anyways, I played it, and it was a good game. And since then, they've added new stuff. They've done things to the game. They've, trying to give that game a full release at some point in time. But I'm like, you guys are doing perfectly fine. Like, the thing is like the short time I did play it, and I played it tonight on my stream, but then I stopped so I can kind of figure out Assetto Corsa a little bit more. And good news with that, that track that, there's a track on there. There's like the first track that they have you play in career mode. I got past that, so now I'm on this other track, and now I'm trying to figure that track out. And I think now I'm going to have to do a crap ton of practicing on that track, so I could get it like figured out and things. But oh my god, man, like it's just video games. I'm telling you, the fact that video games are this stressful, like, it's because here's the thing, like, ever since I got my gaming PC, it seems like that I have been struggling to find one good game. And I would, sometimes stumble across some good games and things. I had to say the only two good games that I stumbled across is Planet Crafter, a game that nobody knows about. It barely gets any attention anywhere, but that game and BeamNG. Like, that's the best steering wheel game that I can find. And Planet Crafter is just overall the like best, whatever game that I can find. And it's two games where they just don't get no recognition. They don't get, no attention, none of that. Because if BeamNG, if they really wanted to, they possibly could come out with, modes on there that's like racing and all. Well, I think they do have something along those lines, but I don't know for sure. And Planet Crafter, I'm saying it's crazy to see games like indie games do that well. And these big company games like EA, Codemasters, freaking 2K, and all these other companies out there where it's like, you guys have way more experience. You got like resources and investments. You got all this money going towards this game, yet it can't even be decent. It can't even get a good rating. That's sad. Like that is honestly sad. It's sad that an indie company can come out with an overwhelmingly positive game. Can Codemasters do that? Can 2K do that? Can EA do that? No, they can't. Because they got some of the most laziest workers of all times behind their games. Like, my thing is this. Prove me wrong. Come out with a video game. My thing is this. If, let's say, this next F1 video game comes out, right? It comes out. And it doesn't get a mixed review rating. It doesn't get a mostly positive rating. It doesn't get a very positive rating. If it gets a overwhelmingly positive, 5 stars on PlayStation, 5 stars on Xbox, everybody in the whole world is talking good on this game. You're not using professional drivers and YouTubers and all. Like, no, you guys came out with a solid, good video game. You don't need all this other stuff, to promote it. No, the only thing that's promoting this game is how good it is. If you guys can come out with that game, right? Do that for the people that's literally been investing into you guys for years now. The fans, the players. If you guys can do that to us, give us one good game, I will take back everything. Because I'm saying, like, I don't think they overall will care. But I'm just saying, like, if this next one comes out, and the next grid comes out, and the next whatever game from some high-end company comes out, it does bad, and then some indie, company or person, they come out with a video game, and it does good, I'm just saying, we need to stop buying these big corporate company games. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, they're only doing it for the money. They're not doing it for the fans. They don't care about the fans. They just care about what's getting into their pocket. But I'm saying, like, I'm honestly getting tired. I'm like, it's going to get to a point in time where I'm like, hey, you know what? From this day forward, I am not buying no big high-end company, from like no game from no big company. And I'm like, if you guys got a certain amount of followers on social media, I'm sorry. But that's, in my opinion, you're considered a big company and I can't support you. So I'm saying, if you've been around for years and you've been releasing games and all your guys' games is bad, no, I'm sorry, but I can't support it. No. I'm like, until you guys come out with something that's good. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad that companies is like doing that, and it's just sad. It's like, you guys got all this money, yet you can't, you could do something with it. You just choose not to do something with it and stuff. Because yeah, it's just, a bunch of these companies today, they're just scammers. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. If you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 or 45 YouTube channels. I do not remember how many channels I have because I forgot, how many. I had took a break from recording podcast episodes. And so I was like, because I had so many, recorded. And then I know at that time I did create some more channels. So I had to count them all up. I don't know why I haven't counted them all up, but I'm going to need to count them all up at some point in time so I could give y'all an official number. But I would like to think that it's 45. I don't know, but it could be 43. But anyways, yeah. And that being, and then also make sure you use my supporter credit code for TMoss. For what am I saying? Make sure you use my make sure you use my SeatGeek promo code TMossBoss to knock $20 off your first purchase. Yeah, and follow me across social media at TMossBoss, and make sure you like my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. I'm gonna go to sleep because I am stressed out. I am angry. I am upset over the fact that companies are just trash. And I'm like, maybe when I'm a little bit more awake, I could possibly do a much more better episode and give you guys forget episode. I'm free. I'm gonna probably do a series and just start calling out companies and crowd, and then like set these guys back. do something, but I'm like, I'm tired of this crap, man. It's like buying video games and all the games is bad. Like, I'm seriously about to start going after these companies. I'm like, no, I ain't gonna let up or stop until you guys start putting out some overwhelmingly positive 5-star games. And if you guys can't do that, then shut down as a company. But anyways, talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.